right, what's good everybody? It's your boy back in the studio, and look what I've got right here, the iPhone 16 Pro. Yeah, this one. Crazy to think it's already been 6 months since this thing dropped, right? Feels like yesterday we were all watching that keynote. Well, guess what? This hasn't been just a review unit sitting on a shelf. This has been my phone, my daily driver for the past half year. And honestly, after 6 months of living with the iPhone 16 Pro, I've got some real thoughts. Beyond the spec sheets and marketing hype, today, we're cutting through the noise. This is my long-term review. No fluff, no BS, just straight up honesty about the iPhone 16 Pro 6 months later. So, if you're thinking about grabbing one, or just curious how it holds up, stick around. Let's dive in. Remember the hype though? Apple promising no more overheating like the 15 Pro, the grade 5 titanium, that slightly bigger screen, and oh yeah, Apple intelligence. It felt like a big leap, right? Well, after half a year of living with the iPhone 16 Pro as my daily driver, I'm here to give you the straight up long-term review. We're gonna break it all down, the good, the bad, and the things that just are. Let's kick things off with the question. Everyone always asks about a phone 6 months down the line. How's the battery holding up? Honestly, I've been impressed. Remember Apple boasting about improved battery life thanks to a more efficient chip, new thermal system, and bigger battery? They weren't kidding. Out of the box, this thing was a beast. Now, 6 months in, with my typical day emails, social media scrolling, way too much YouTube, some gaming, and snapping photos, I'm still ending the day with juice to spare. It's not day one levels of battery life, let's be real, but it's surprisingly close. Battery health and settings is still sitting pretty high and fast charging. With MagSafe, still ridiculously quick when I need that top up. Daily usage performance is still snappy, no slowdowns, no weird stutters. So, am I satisfied with the battery and daily performance after 6 months? Straight up, yeah, I am. All right, let's talk design. This desert titanium finish, still looking fresh. That microblasted texture feels premium in the hand, and it's definitely held up better than polished stainless steel when it comes to fingerprints. Grade 5 titanium, they weren't lying about this strength to weight ratio. This phone feels solid, but surprisingly light for its size. Durability-wise, I haven't been babying this thing. It's been through pockets, bags, even a few minor drops, and it's still looking clean. No major dings or scratches to report. Design-wise, it's still a head-turner, still feels like a premium piece of kit 6 months later. Now let's flip it over and talk display. That 6.3-inch Super Retina XDR display with those thinner bezels, it makes a difference. Coming from the older iPhones with those chunkier bezels, this screen feels way more immersive. Watching videos, gaming, even just browsing websites, everything just pops. The 120 Hz refresh rate is still silky smooth, and the brightness, cranking it up outdoors in direct sunlight, no problem. Colors are vibrant, blacks are deep. It's still a top-tier display experience, no question. 6 months of staring at this screen, and my eyes are still happy. Under the hood, we've got the A18 Pro chip, and man, this thing flies. Performance has been consistently blistering fast. Remember Apple bragging about 20% better sustained performance and no overheating? They delivered. I've thrown everything at this phone, heavy-duty gaming sessions, video editing on the go, running a lot of apps at once, and it hasn't even flinched. The thermal improvements are noticeable. The iPhone 15 Pro would get toasty when pushed, but the 16 Pro stays cooler even during intense gaming. That 2x faster ray tracing, games look insane. The graphics are buttery smooth, lighting is realistic, it's console-level gaming in your pocket. Performance-wise, 6 months later, this thing is still an absolute beast. No signs of slowing down, no performance hiccups. Let's talk software updates. We're rocking iOS 18 here, and obviously the big buzz was Apple Intelligence. Now, let's be real, Apple Intelligence is a work in progress. The features are cool, don't get me wrong. The writing tools, the image generation, the contextual awareness, when it works, it's genuinely impressive. However, the language limitations are a pain point right now. Only a few regions? Come on, Apple. They promised more languages are coming, and I'm holding them to that. Privacy protections are solid, though gotta give them that. Knowing my data isn't being vacuumed up is a good feeling. Software updates have been consistent and smooth, as you'd expect from Apple. iOS 18 itself is a nice evolution, with some subtle but useful improvements. Apple Intelligence has potential, but it's not quite a game changer yet. Now, the camera, this thing is still a photographic powerhouse. That new 48 megapixel ultra-wide, game changer for wide-angle shots and macro photography. The detail in 48 megapixel ProRes and HEIT photos is insane, especially in good light. Low light performance is also still top-notch. The new camera control feature, initially I thought it was a bit gimmicky, but honestly it's grown on me. Quickly adjusting exposure, depth of field, zooming with a swipe, it's surprisingly intuitive. 4K 120 FPS, Dolby Vision video, still the gold standard for smartphone video. The audio improvements with 4 studio quality mics and spatial audio capture makes a real difference in video quality, especially for vlogging or just capturing memories. Camera performance after 6 months, still incredible. It's versatile, reliable, and consistently delivers amazing results. Okay, let's get real about the downsides and shortcomings. Price, let's just put it out there. This thing is expensive, no surprises there. It's an iPhone Pro, but the price point is definitely a barrier for many. Apple Intelligence language limitations, as we discussed, are a bummer. Hopefully, those expanded language packs drop sooner rather than later. Honestly, after 6 months, it's hard to nitpick. It's a polished, refined, and incredibly capable phone. If I had to find a downside, maybe iOS 18 still has a few minor quirks here and there, but nothing deal-breaking. It's really tough to fault this phone in any significant way. So, conclusion time. 6 months with the iPhone 16 Pro, was it worth the hype? Absolutely. Is it the best iPhone ever? Debatable. Every year they say that, right? But it's definitely a significant step up. The design is refined, the display is gorgeous, the performance is phenomenal, the camera is still class-leading, and the battery life is genuinely impressive. Apple Intelligence, while still in its early stages, shows promise. Should you buy the iPhone 16 Pro in 2025? Here's my advice. iPhone 15 Pro users, hold up. The 16 Pro is better, no doubt, but is it enough of a jump to justify upgrading after just a year? Probably not. Unless you're really feeling the overheating issues or desperately need those camera upgrades, you can probably sit this one out. iPhone 14 Pro users. Now we're talking, the 16 Pro is a noticeable upgrade in some areas. If you're feeling the itch, it's definitely worth considering. iPhone 13 Pro or older, yes. Absolutely consider the iPhone 16 Pro. You'll be blown away by the improvements in performance, camera, display, battery life, everything. It'll feel like a whole new world. Is the iPhone 16 Pro worth buying in 2025? Even in 2025, this phone is going to be a beast. The A18 Pro chip is future-proofed, the camera is incredible, and the design is timeless. It's still going to be a top-tier phone, even when the iPhone 17 or 18 is out. And here's a thought, companion phone. If you're someone who uses multiple phones, maybe an Android for work and an iPhone for personal, the 16 Pro would make an incredible companion. The camera, the performance, the ecosystem, it's just a slick, reliable, and powerful device to have in your arsenal. Alright guys, that's the iPhone 16 Pro 6 months later. Hope you found this helpful. Let me know in the comments what you think about this phone. Are you rocking it? Are you planning to upgrade? And as always, stay tuned for more tech goodness. Peace out.